Good afternoon, all Patriots. Welcome from the top 200. I don't know if you saw, but I am now a deep state threat to the Clintons and the deep state. Welcome to the top 200. But let me just tell you, that's just the top 200, guys. You guys are on the list too. Don't ever think that you're not. And I've got somebody that's just under the top 200. I've got Mr. Shady Groove, my partner in justice. Shady, welcome to the Matrixxx Grooove Hour, my friend. Yeah, we got a lot to go through. We had some issues technically, but thanks to you guys, we're able to work them out. We've got some really cool stuff happening over on the website. I don't know if you've checked it out lately, but here we are on the website. Let me just go ahead and take that pic off. And where's my Windows capture? There it is. Looking at the Q post that we're going on. Hang on one second. I've got something that just popped in my way. There's the website right there. It's intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. We've got a bunch of people there right now. We have 402 guests, 36 members online. Here is the social media platform that we are rolling out. If you guys need to figure out where we're at, if should anything happen to me or anybody else, we can get back on this QArmy social network. I want to point out a couple of things that are happening this week really quick. Right now we're on YouTube and Periscope. Hello Twitter, hello YouTube out there. How are you guys doing? Thank you for very much for coming and spending an hour with us, but you know it's probably going to go longer than an hour because we got a lot to talk about today. And then Wednesday on Tori Says at Red State Radio, RedStateTalkRadio.com, Shady and Matrixxx will be there again, and that's 12 p.m. Eastern. And I want to let you know this. Look at that Q that she's got right there. Look at the Q in her name. So we might have a big surprise, Shady. I don't know if we're supposed to say anything about it yet, but I can't wait to talk to Tori again. She's absolutely amazing. She also has a profile here on our social media site. And let me just go show you that really quick. If you go to intheMatrixxx.com, you check out the menu. Over here, you can go into the QArmy social network, and there it is right there, waiting for me. There's my login. Here we go. Boom. There's a social media site. This is what Gardenia B has some magic words that she wants to share with you. Catnap, we're having some login issues, so bear with us. Make sure you clear your cache. We did some changes this week. So this is where we can all gather and find out where. There's Dr. Shelley. There she is. She's awesome too, by the way. We've got a lot of great Patriots over here. Have over 2,700 signups, over 66 countries. Thank you guys very much for your support. And we're logging in a lot of time, guys. Right, absolutely. Can you guys hear Shady? Give me a 5-5 if you can hear Shady. Make sure we got that. People are saying no, they can't hear you, Shady. Let me just go to your desktop audio. All right, looks like it's coming through on the thing here. How about now? Let's try this now, Shady. Can I hear you?
Can I get a 5-5 out there? Anybody? Do you have me just yet?
All right, we got no Shady. I didn't hear the lead in either. Yeah, so we got some things we got to work with. But you guys can hear me 5-5, right?
Yeah, they can hear you, I think.
All right, looks like they can hear you now.
5-5.
All right, so here we go. So we can hear Shady, correct? Say yes, I can hear Shady.
All right.
Got him now. Okay.
Since they didn't hear me, I just wanted to say again that thanks everybody so much for joining us here. This has been quite the adventure. We had a great show on Friday night with the Q Lounge with Stormy Patriot Joe. I mean, I got a lot of amazing feedback about that little expose there on Mr. Mueller, and a lot of people were able to share that with their friends who can kind of understand and see now. So with the stuff that's going on with Q and with all you guys out there, we are really over the target, and this Matrixxx making the list of 200, and we're going to go into a bunch of that stuff here. So great to be with you. Sorry about the sound issues. We're getting it figured out. We promise.
Yeah, and your support goes a long way. We are going to have to move up to the next tier. We've got a Teespring store with the Matrixxx Grooove Hour shirts if you want, or a coffee cup, or this cool poster, Trust the Plan, Full Control Q. Beach towels. I mean, look, I'm trying to help you guys out to help us. I've got a Q sent me shirt, which is amazing. That's the meme that we all see in a coffee cup. We've just got the Fire Q. We've got some QArmy stuff in thematrixx.com first edition. You know, if you guys support us, you know, we'll be able to grow and grow and grow and grow. Donations are a freedom, but maybe you can get something out of it, right? So thank you guys very much for that. So with that, let's go into our threads here. I want to show you something too that I'm being severely messed with. If I like this, I have to join Twitter to like this tweet. Shady. I was signed in when I did this. They're signing me out, signing me in. I have to do codes all the time. In the last since Saturday, I've done it probably about 17 times, and that's no joke.
Yeah, and just to let you guys know what he means by that, they're making him get a verified code to log back into his account. Matrixxx was on the list of 200 of people who have been targeted. So this is a little bit of what he's seeing on his end from more than likely a lot of these other accounts that were on that list are experiencing much the same thing, Matrixxx.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is how they're messing with us. Let me just go to twitter.com. Let's just show you right quick. Look, it logged me in here. So that's weird. So, you know, there we are right now. Michelle, thank you for retweeting this. I appreciate it. We got 162 viewers over on Periscope. Thank you for joining us. And I wanted to really quick, Shady, since you brought it up, I think we need to just discuss this top 200 thing really quick. It's kind of amazing what's happening right now. Obviously, I've been under... Oh, there's Joe M's... I go, Joe M, where's my meme? There's the one he made because he sent out all of his memes. Thank you, Joe M. Much love to you. This is, this is what I wanted to show you real quick. This is the Q Top 500. Every one of them are, heroes and fighting for this country. And Q wanted you to know that they are heroes. And here's what Q said. Patriots, you have been selected as threats and falsely labeled as foreign disinfo agents though they attempt to disguise at the bottom as not all, this is an attempt to target and remove by false pretense all threatening voices. Elimination of free speech to prevent loss of control. These actions are now being monitored and would strongly encourage forwarding this information to the appropriate members of Congress, Senate, and the media. We believe that this is a test run to effectively silence the opposition while testing the potential media backlash and or official response. They attempt to remove, silence, fascism. Those who oppose their view narrative should further demonstrate their resolve to control the message narrative. Win at any cost. And we will. We will win at any cost. And I want to, people out there have been seeing the attacks on me. Obviously, they show me with red shoes, and tell me that was 2016. That picture sucks. I'm sorry about that. Didn't know about the red shoes back then, but they are doing a wrap-up smear on me. Okay, and again, just to show you, I'm on that list. There's intheMatrixxx, and I wanted to show you, that Q has actually warned us of this before. Actually, me in particular, by being queued, and I'm just going to go to tweets and replies, and I'm getting attacked by like people that are Canadian, Australian. They're not American. We're American. You don't tell me that I'm a shill or anything like that. I wanted to pull this up. This is another queue. I think I'm up to 11, or I can't even keep up anymore. But it's 2213, and it says the Democratic Playbook meme. It's the playbook, and it says, it talks about, how they attack people, the wrap-up smear. This is their playbook. POTUS said that they need a new playbook, watching and studying the Democrat playbook. So I hope you, as Anons and Patriots, are understanding that this is what they're doing to POTUS, to Judge Kavanaugh, to people that are pro-POTUS and Q accounts. They are doing the wrap-up smear. And it says intheMatrixxx status, and there's the meme that that was actually from a Brilliant Anon. I didn't do this meme, but I do share Brilliant Anon's post to you. And that's what I've been doing here, bringing every Q thread since February on my Twitter account. And it says, intheMatrixx.com, do you believe in coincidences? Let's think of the context. Nothing to see here, Q, right? So think of the context. Democratic playbook, wrap-up smear. Do you believe in coincidences? Wow, isn't this a coincidence? Isn't this a coincidence? And it was funny too, because we're in our Patriots United Discord server and we're talking. And we're like, man, there's a bunch of people attacking me. Who are they? And I do believe that there's some people that are just, misinformed. I want you to do the research on me and find that I'm totally clean. There's nothing to see here, and that is very, very true. But we were talking in our Discord, it's like, maybe there's some people that are upset and jealous or whatever it might be, whatever their motivation is, jumping on the bandwagon, but there's somebody else. There's something else driving this attack on us, on me, on you. Who could that be? And somebody used the terminology, it's like a snowplow, right? There's somebody driving that snowplow and it starts to plow the snow, and all of a sudden more people jump on, more snow, it gets bigger and bigger, and it's jumping on, and it's going. So who's driving the snowplow? Who's driving the truck? Well, guys, I believe Q answered us. Q answered that question that we talked about in Discord, Shady.
Yeah.
The deep state and the Clintons. Okay. A lot of the top 200 are saying it's Politico. Yes, it's Politico, but it's the deep state and the Clintons, if we remember Q's post. So I just wanted to make that statement. If you have any questions about me, please feel free to ask. I've got nothing to hide. I'm here to fight for our country, for our children, for you, for me, for their children, their kids. And there will come a time when President Trump will pin a medal on your chest, Matrixxx, and you, Shady, you are fighting a war. We love you. And that's at Phil is Fies Iser. My gosh, Phil, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. And it's hard to fathom that right now because we're in this right now. We're swimming in the river. Pam Richardson wants to know if I'm bald. No. Are you? Yeah, so we got chills. I mean, if that's okay, yeah, I'm bald. Are you gonna not like Q now in my information? I have long hair. I have green hair. What does it frickin' matter? All right, guys. So we can have some fun with you, shills. For me, it's a badge of honor. I'm here for you. I never thought I was going to be on a list like this, but because it's the top 200, you all have to realize that you are on it too. They're just showing data from the top 200. So I really want you to understand that. And Shady, with that, I'll let you with the final word, and then we'll move on to the thread. Go ahead, buddy.
Right. Well, yeah, but just to let people know that the idea that they published the top 200 targeted that there are all of you out there who are talking about this issue, talking about this subject, moving memes around. Everyone is being paid attention to right now. They are desperate. They are scared. If you've watched any of the media this weekend, I'm telling you, it's insane. You can see the desperation on their faces. They're trying to, just over insert their emotional, their virtue signaling, and they're out there. I mean, I saw an article yesterday from The Guardian talking about the idea of how Americans are dismissive of victims in relation to the Jussie Smollett story. So this has got to the point where their desperation is over the top. That should be a sign to everyone out there that you're winning. Q told us a year ago they were going to come after the social media stuff, and we anticipate that they will. This is you guys seeing it happen kind of from the top down. Very, very concerning, but at the same time, Q said directly, contact people, be loud, be heard, speak. If something's going on, say something to your representative. Make yourselves heard out there. Believe it or not, your voice does matter.
Yes, NPET out there says, who published the top 200? We're going to go over that in the Q post. We've got a lot to discuss. But to answer your question quickly, it was San Diego University and a bunch of other people called Guardian.ai. They gathered 3 years of quote-unquote Twitter data and found out who they were and blah, blah, blah. It's all a farce. Tracy Beans actually has a really good thread on this showing
that was excellent.
Yeah, showing that it's crap. So I would, if one of the mods can go out there and grab Tracy Bean's thread, that would be good. But, I have a major lawsuit against Twitter. Research it. Yes, absolutely. And we're going to talk about that too. Wheezy Girl says, we love Matrixxx and Shady. Well, Wheezy, we love you. and thank you. And Joanne Dillon says, you hang in there, love the website. Thank you. And if you guys are having any issue of the websites, bear with us. We're working through some of the kinks. We're growing so fast because of you. Thank you. We're in it. We're in it to win it. So now, Shady, with that, let's go into our Q alert for 2/21. Again, this will be my thread for Thursday, February 21st, 2019, even though I know today is the 25th and it's Monday. But we had a busy Q time here. We are the news now worldwide and more. Let's go! And I always have a link to intheMatrixx.com there. This is what I chose for the my header for the thread when I begin them. If you're new to Twitter or don't know, you just open up any of my Q posts that say Q alert, and they will open up into a large thread very similar to what you see here right now on the screen. I've been doing that since February of last year. So, yes. All right, so Shady, we're going to go over I'm going to cruise over to the Q map, and we're going to start with 2844. And this is Julian's rum status. In fact, let me just show you Julian's rum status real quick. Basically, he said, holy beep. Now this is a Q post. Skiff, DC, cap, right? So that was the post that Q led us to. And then we're going to cruise over to Q map. Shady, you want to go ahead and read this one?
Yes, sir. This would be the 2844. And Q says, what is the process to enter a skiff? What security level must exist in order to gain entry? Can non-security level persons be invited to participate? Do logs exist for each designated meeting? Do logs record time in, time out, who in, who out, ability to enter and arrange without a paper trail? RT January 29, 2018, IDEN, not for anons. IDEN January 29, 2018, and run back 1 to 2, not for anons. Skiff logs can be very revealing. Hussein's U.S. Secret Service codename Renegade. Define Renegade. Noun 1, a person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principles. Synonyms: traitor, defector, deserter, turncoat, betrayer. Q.
Boom.
Referencing back to what we saw last year was the identification logs of who went in that skiff. That was it's not something that we understood then, but it's something that we understand now. And also, you guys, the Air Force One acts as a skiff. So, think about the president and his little trip with Rod Rosenstein not too long ago, and them being able to meet in a skiff. So this is a place where people can meet and they can't be surveilled.
That's right, and this is Rod Rosenstein's red line marker 643 that Julian's rum bar went ahead and put the Q proof together. It says narrative shift, nation on alert, firing RR equals block Mueller, firing RR equals setup to firing Mueller, firing RR equals red line. What was the Senate confirmation vote regarding RR? Why did RR beg in Killbox Ryan to block the FISA memo from congressional review further advancement? Real time, 7 in the Killbox. Congressional members plus 3 in the Killbox. Senators plus 2 in the Killbox. Former O senior officials plus 4 in the Killbox. Outside contractors, no C/top/sense level clearance. So these were outside the plus 4, the congressional members, senators, and officials. There were contractors in there that didn't have this top level clearance in this skiff. So at skiff, DC cap, top security clearance is mandatory for admission. How is that possible? We see you. And the next picture is Paul Sperry, at Paul Sperry _ on Twitter, says, breaking, McCabe said Rosenstein tried to bounce GOP Rep Nunez, head of the House Intel Committee, from the Capitol basement skiff. Skiff. When he and McCabe briefed the Gang of 8 about opening an espionage and obstruction investigation on Trump in May 2017. Q proof. Well done. Well done. And that's Julian's rum. at Julian's, Julians rum. And funny thing is, I retweeted that the night before this tweet. So, Julian, well done, my friend. All right, so we move along. Do I still got you, Shady?
Absolutely.
All right, all right. So we move along to the next one here. This is Q Post 2845. We are the news now worldwide. Elizabeth Coe from Tampa Bay Times here, doing a balanced story on Q for this Sunday's paper. I actually emailed her and never got an email back, I don't think. I have to check that out. Wanted your input on the biggest thing that happened this week. We will be a fair article. Been following this board somewhat, so save the flaming comments and give us honest input. EK. And that's Elizabeth. There she is, I believe. Q picture. Q says, "We are the news now worldwide." Q. So we don't need her to do a fair and balanced article. We're the news now. You think for yourself. You figure it out. You're the news now. You need to use discernment and think for yourself. They always want to tell you how to and what to think, right?
That seems to be their MO. They're not wanting to tell us what is going on. They're wanting to tell us what to think about what is going on.
That's right. And Q basically posted 2846, a picture that said Q. Who the hell's Q? And Judas Trumpets tweeted that. Be ready for the Q, Anon. Z, plural. Eyes on increasing plus each day. You are the news now. Handle with care. Q. And Shady, what do you think handle with care means?
I think that it means to make sure that we're being thoughtful about what it is that we share with others, and make sure that we're not just saying things so that people move around on the internet, that we're being clear and we're being simple and we're not confusing or deterring the message.
Absolutely. So basically, what I think handle with care means is just what Shady says, but simple. Take everything that you think and feel out, and use exact facts, right? It's kind of like, we have to have proof. We can't just say, like they do, that, like, people are saying that I'm a pedophile and I wear red shoes because there's no proof of that. And if there was, I wouldn't be talking to you here right now. So realize that we have to have proof. We can't play their game. Their game is not our game. Our game is truth.
Yeah, and our game is also to be fair with everyone. That's what the other side does not do. They do not give you a fair chance. They do not give you a fair voice, and they do not listen to reasoning or logic. They use emotional outburst and outrage, and that is what we've learned with all the research and the mind control and the drugs that are out there and the different stuff that they're spraying on us. The hypnotic control is real, and they've engineered it for decades. So it is working on people, and breaking that is tough, and you have to be strong, but you also have to be patient and compassionate.
Absolutely. And thank you guys very much. And funny, you mentioned about the poison, because the next Q is poisoning the children, basically. 2847, Shady. Do you want to go ahead and read the repost from April 9th, 2018, Q post 1113 for everybody, and then the Q's response?
Yeah, so this was a Q responding to an Anon who said, did Anons ever figure out what Q meant with the baby on the floor, hands in mouth to start? Was this a Syria false flag? Then this is Q responding to that post this is another, finally, chemicals learn our comms, Q communicating back to that post, and then Q dropping that meme with both of those, and this link saying you have more than you know. And this is an article talking about the stuff, that they call fire retardants for your furniture, the stuff that vinyl floors are made out of, the things that your children are touching and rolling around on and getting on their skin every day is extremely toxic. Just telling you, they tell you, the research says that this stuff is safe. Look at where the research comes from. Dow Chemical and all these other major corporations that have really been in the business of poisoning us for a century now, really, said these products, a lot of these products have been around for a long time, and we just go along as if they're safe. Well, we all know that they're not safe, and I really recommend that all anons out there please start taking steps to eliminate these products from your house and start to either, it's amazing what you can make for cleaners with vinegar and other things that are, even peroxide and stuff for treating yourself.
Yeah.
Start thinking in those terms as opposed to these chemical solutions that we've been presented with, and same with your food.
And I want to highlight what they came across. I mean, this was researchers reported these results February 17th at the annual meeting for American Association for the Advancement of Science. So manufacturers commonly use these semi-volatile organic compounds such as plasticizers and flame retardants to make electronics, furniture, and other household trappings. And number 10 is many of these chemicals have been implicated in the adverse health outcomes in children. Things like ADHD, autism, even cancer. Environmental health researcher Health Stapleton of Duke University said in a news conference, it's important that we understand the primary source of these chemicals in the home. So you guys got to, read this article. It's very good. Maybe the mods will drop it in there.
I dropped it.
Or Shady dropped it in there. So check it out, guys. It's amazing. So Q says you have more than you know. 5-5, which means are you clear? All clear. Understand. Understood. Q. Right? So then we cruise over to this Jeffrey Epstein thing, right? We had Q drop this 2848, and it says equal justice under the law or rigged system. Being a Clinton donor really pays off. And this is out of the Miami Herald. Federal prosecutor broke law in Jeffrey Epstein's case. Judge rules. All right. So this guy is a donor. I mean, he went to jail only on the weekends. I mean, this is actually insane. Federal prosecutors of Miami attorney Alex Acosta, that's a name we all know, isn't it? Broke the law when they concealed a plea agreement for more than 30 underage victims who had been sexually abused by wealthy New York hedge fund manager, Mossad, Jeffrey Epstein. So this is very interesting. They hid the results. They didn't tell what was happening. As a legal matter, a non-prosecution agreement entered into by the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of Florida does not bind other U.S. attorneys in other districts. They are free. If they conclude it is appropriate to do so, to bring criminal actions against Mr. Epstein and his co-conspirators, said lawyer David Boies, representing two of Epstein's victims who claimed they were trafficked by Epstein in New York and other areas of the country. These people are sick. They thought she would never lose, Shady.
Yeah, and notice also with the Acosta and the way that the administration brought him up to work, and now we're shining a light on him and what his deeds were. This is par for the course, and it's a reoccurring theme. So I think we're all kind of getting the hang of how this works and how we expose them.
That's right. And Shady, I'm gonna let you take this one here. This is about Jussie Smollett's hate hoax false flag, which was politically motivated. Q post 2849. Shady.
So this was on the 21st of February as well, and Q says hate hoax by Smollett in the kill box. In the kill box, FF designed to pass anti-lynching law gets wall-to-wall fake news coverage, real hate in the kill box, real violence and fascism in the kill box carried out by members of Antifa gets zero coverage. Reconcile 1-to-1. When will the FBI conclude their investigation into Antifa? What happens if the phone records of Smollett leak? Who did he talk to multiple times prior to turning himself in? Political forces at work? Question mark. Enemy of the people. Q. This story is going to be huge, and you can see what they're trying to cover up. Mr. Smollett is still out there as of yesterday saying that this is all a hoax, everyone. So just to make sure everybody knows where we are in this story, Mr. Smollett says that this is all made up. Everything that the people he paid in a check, $3,500 to beat him up, we have on tape, buying the materials, the MAGA hat and the rope and all of it. This guy, the police show up at his house. He still has a noose around his neck. 3 weeks earlier, he got a letter in the mail from a MAGA person saying, the hatred towards him. So these people were communicating with definitely Kamala Harris, more than likely Cory Booker, possibly even more higher up officials for this story and trying to get this out, wall-to-wall coverage. It's pretty interesting to stand back and see. Also, Tiffany Fitzhenry just did a pretty awesome little spoof video about interviewing Smollett. It was very good if you guys didn't check that out. But the sarcasm isn't lost on us. We see this hypocrisy, and it's just it's rude to your intelligence as the American public for someone to stand there and just literally take so much time for the Chicago police forces and pretend like this and just make a mockery out of his career. So like Tiffany told us, these people get points for doing things like this. He was put up to it, and now they're going to throw him under the bus, and we're going to see. I mean, it's actually, it's amazing he's made it this long. I'm not sure how much longer he's going to make it, considering, what this Q post says, Matrixxx, about, we have the phone records, I mean, Q, this is the thing, guys. Q could just put that right here, right in front of us at any time. That threat is huge.
Absolutely. And, it's another thing, too. We all watched the Oscar. Well, I didn't watch it. People watched the Oscar. And Macaulay Culkin.
There was a guy to dress there, I saw.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff that they've got to do in order to prove themselves to their owners, okay? They are selling out. If you look at a lot of the comedians throughout the years, Robin Williams played a woman. So many.
Dustin Hoffman.
I mean, it's part of their initiation to get above the line, as Tiffany Fitzhenry pointed out to us. So very good post here. I actually should go find that Tiffany thing real quick, but maybe we'll have her on in the Q Lounge Live here soon to talk about it. But that was a very good interview, and it trended on YouTube from what I understand too.
It did trend on YouTube. A lot of people saw that. She did amazing. I really love, like I said, I really love people's creativity and using your humor to make solid points. We used to do that with extreme effectiveness before.
Absolutely. So, do that, check that out. We'll go over that soon. But I wanted Shady to take that because he's really been doing a good job on the Smollett stuff. We all are digging hard. So this is 2850. And Q responds to 2849, Shady. This is the growing list of post-election hate crimes that turned out to be hoaxes. And Shady, why don't you go ahead and take that one as well, since we're here.
So this was that the article here that Fox News referred us to for the alleged hate crime, and say, notice a trend by liberals plus the Dems, fake, fake, fake. They will stop at nothing to regain power. Hashtag Wake Up America. Q, one thing I want to mention, you see these hashtags, use these hashtags in your tweets and on Facebook. This is why Q is giving us the hashtags. But noticing a trend is saying, look at this, 1-to-1, the last post, 1-to-1. What does that mean? 1-to-1 means we make this huge deal about what happened to Smollett, but there's no coverage whatsoever of a man who's on camera literally getting punched in the face for standing there wearing an article of clothing. No help from the media to find the person, no focus on it. What is a hate crime? A hate crime is only whenever someone that the media wants you to think is a victim needs to be a victim. That's what they consider a hate crime. It's truthfully, the idea is absurd. The idea that we have hate crime laws, there's all the laws you could imagine against people assaulting people, people being violent against people, people murdering people. The idea that you are prosecuting someone for hate is the idea that you're prosecuting someone for a thought crime. And the media does not tell you that, and they do not emphasize that because they want this narrative to go. But we've got to get back on a different page here. We're not looking to prosecute people for hate crimes. We're looking to prosecute people for whatever it is they did on its merit. Look at what they're saying, hate crime. Look what Matrixxx was just saying a second ago of emotions and how we have to take emotions out of this. How are we taking emotions out of this if we're calling things hate crimes?
Right. And let's go over ex-Drake student Kissy Ram guilty of lying about racist note. Okay, that was a fake hate crime, right? We've got a New York woman, Adawa Lewis, falsely claimed teens yelled Trump 2016 and found a hateful note. No, she didn't. She's lying. Kansas man Dontarius Williams admits to tagging his own car with racist graffiti. New York Muslim woman claims that three men taunted her on a train, yelled Donald Trump, was false. All right, growing list of post-election hate crimes turn out to be hoaxes. An Indiana organist admitted to painting the phrase Heil Hitler on a church wall after election results disappointment. This is insane. Ex-Indiana State University professor accused of creating fake anti-Muslim threats. Azhar Hussein, a former assistant professor in Indiana State University, was accused of making false reports of anti-Islamic threats against himself. Former Capital University student fabricated hate crimes to get attention. This is what we're against, guys. American Israeli student made fake bomb threats targeting U.S. Jewish centers in Florida. That was fake. Do you remember that? So this is the stuff that Q is pointing us. And we can look at past crimes that were quote unquote hate crimes. If I had a son, he'd look just like Trayvon Martin. Do you think that was real? We got to really start thinking and questioning their narrative because, it's wrong. And nobody, you and I, do not hate anybody like that, ever. I mean, we're not like that.
No one is. This is all a media narrative to attempt to put fear in you and to gen up emotion. The more emotion that they gen up on the rabid left, the further they feel like they can penetrate the narrative to minds of weak people. And people who can't pay attention to news every day aren't weak people, but they're uninformed, and that's who's being targeted. You guys are seeing so much, and I can't really even emphasize how important it is for so many people to be paying attention right now. This is the information war that we all knew was coming, and this is the revolution that was not televised.
That's right. And Shady, this post 2851, according to the MSM, here's the fringe. Look at this family wearing their Q shirts, proud. She's got her Baker hat on too, so that's a shout out to the brilliant Anons. You've got the I like Q shirts, and they made their own. Look at them all smiling. That's a family there, guys. That's the fringe. And here's normal people with Donald Trump in diapers screaming, painted up and looking weird, and don't grab pee with the blood. I mean, look at these people. That's hate. Love, hate. Love, hate. Very simple. So memes, and more memes. Why are memes so important? Q. Now, Shady, why are memes so important?
Memes are so important because we can avoid a deep state algorithm matrix with a meme and a picture that you can make. You can take an existing meme and just take a little snip of it and name that something else and stick it on Twitter, and they can't track it. So whatever it says in that picture doesn't enter into their algorithm, so they can't edit it or censor it near as much. And a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yes, absolutely. And that's beautifully said. And I also remember at the State of the Union, or no, excuse me, it was one of Trump's rallies, our president, and he said, how are you guys enjoying the revolution, right? So guess what they did in the Revolutionary War? They used to use invisible ink. This is one form of secret writing used by the British and American armies. It was invisible ink during the Revolutionary War. It was used and consisted of a mixture of ferrous sulfate water. The secret writing was placed in between lines of an innocent letter and could be discerned by treating the letter with heat or a chemical substance. The recipient placed the proper paper over the flame of a candle and treated it with a chemical reactant such as sodium carbonate, which would reveal the letter's contents. So AI cannot see our memes. Facebook's AI can analyze memes, but can it understand them? This is almost like us in the Revolutionary War, digitally, today, sending messages to each other, if you will.
Encrypted messages from what? The artificial intelligence. Remember what Mr. Davis was talking about the other day in the show that we did about how the reason that we're winning this is because of the breakneck speed that we're moving at. The president is moving the news cycle so fast, and we're moving the information around so fast. The artificial intelligence cannot keep up with the new information. It can't disseminate it. They can't censor it all. They're censoring a huge amount of it and a huge amount of you, but they cannot take it all down because that would reveal their motive.
Absolutely. And somebody's saying, Patty is trying to get my attention. I'm not sure, Patty. I don't see you. Let me know what you need. Maybe the mods can help me as well with that. So thank you. So this is, these memes, the invisible ink. So Revolutionary War, they used to write on the inside of eggshells and pass that.
That's right.
So we are actually, fighting the Revolutionary War.
And also, Matrixx, maybe we should point out that they used disinformation. They used disinformation during the Revolutionary War as well. They would send people out as quote unquote messengers, people who thought they were messengers, and they would send them out towards places where they knew they would get captured, believe it or not, so that the other side would get messages that would lead them in the wrong direction. So disinformation is necessary, is
Yes.
part of anons, it's part of the revolution, and it's part of what we kind of refer to as a barrel behind every blade of grass.
And that's well said too, because some of the tactics were pointed out in that Q post with the top 200 people, all patriots, every single one of them, and I'm proud to walk amongst you. But what they're doing is they're looking like MAGA people and getting you into rooms, and then they're going to say stuff bad about people. It's if we don't recognize what the Democratic playbook is yet, we really got to go back to and do some research, guys. Okay, they're using these trains, the Trump trains, to get you lured into Trump rooms. Not every Trump room is bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm in a couple of them, but I was blocked, which kicked me out of the room. And I got back with the people that that owned it, and they said, "Who blocked you?" I had to go find out who blocked me, and find out, that they were agents of the deep state. And that's exactly what these people are. They're agents of the deep state, trying to stop us from talking. You and I, even here on YouTube, you have to type in my whole name, intheMatrixxx, with 3 X's to get to this YouTube channel. You can't just do in the or in the M. You have to do the whole YouTube channel. So they are censoring us, guys. They don't want us to talk, but they're not gonna silence us, Shady.
They are not going to silence us. If they move us from one spot, we will pop up in another. It's not going to work. There's too many people with the information stored already. We've gotten a huge run on them here.
Yeah, and we got intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. If I or Shady or any one of you, make an account there, even if you use it later, we can all meet up. They're very well organized. We are not. But you know what? That's changed starting now. With intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. Obviously, if you're an Anon, keep posting on the boards. We're not trying to usurp any movement. We're trying to stick together. We're all for truth and facts. In fact, that brings us to this next Q post, 2852. Cleverburger 8, let me just go to that tweet right there, says, me more QAnon, right side news and opinion. And that was an awesome meme right there. Right side news, broadcasting breaking news. They said, what the media wants you to believe is happening. And you've got Republicans coming up and hurting Democrats with red hats, right? Then what's really happening is the Republicans are sitting there, oh my God, they're beating me up because of my red hat. And that was a Q, Right Side News, at Right Side News on Twitter. Go ahead and give them a follow. Check them out. Very, very good meme. And Q said, in that post, said, hashtag truth, hashtag facts matter. Q. So we need to start understanding what and use our discernment on if anybody's attacking somebody, really do your research and find out if it's part of the Democratic playbook or not, guys. And this movement has been very well infiltrated, as we're finding out. So this is Q post 2853 as Q continues. Hashtag Twitter account from Never Give Up Wall status. Hashtag We Stand Together, United Not Divided, Q. And I wanted to just thank this Anon as well, because when I did this, I was actually blocked at Never Give Up Wall. So some beautiful patriot relayed a message for me and said, hey, could you have them unblock me, because, where we go one, we go all. Are you sure about that? And they did. They unblocked me and apologized. And here is me retweeting Patriots Have No Skin Color from that beautiful patriot, Never Give Up Wall. And that's at Never Give Up Wall on Twitter. We stand together, united, not divided, Q. Patriots have no skin color. Thank you so much for that. And I wanted to just kind of show you this meme too. This was an awesome meme that I saw on the chans. There is evil in this world. There is darkness in this world. There are those in power who wish to control/enslave you, to keep you sedated, to keep you unaware, to keep you blind. And in that, you got the Punisher, you got some jets, if you can see it correctly, and the Q's boom, Q's boom cannon right there. So I like that a lot. And that basically, I believe, brings us into the next post, Shady, unless you have some words on that.
No, I just want to nothing other than to let people understand that these hashtags are to be used. I think Q and Q team want us using these hashtags with mixing in some of the mainstream hashtags. If you're making comments out there towards the Mockingbird media, tag them in it. If you're making comments out there towards Bill Maher or other celebrity loud people, tag them in it. Tag the Mockingbird media, tag these hashtags, start blending the message into their conversation, not just tweeting it around and moving it around between us.
Very well said. Yes, absolutely. And let's just keep being loud and being proud and being heard. Not don't buy a Q shirt. Buy a Q shirt if you want a Q shirt. Buy a sticker. Buy a flag. Get out there and start talking. My mom, I read that on the Q Lounge Live. God bless her. She red pilled 2 people. Just in like a couple of days with the Matrixxx, in the Matrixxx with 3x's.com. Check it out. So I wanted to move on to 2854, Shady. This is California and the high-speed rail to unsustainability.
Debacle.
Yeah, it's a debacle. And let me just pull up that Forbes article that we were that Q pointed us to. It says the top 4 reasons California is unsustainable. Very, very good article. I'm getting a lot of pop-ups. No thanks for the CXO newsletter. California is a place is a place unlike any other on the globe. But look at this, man. It's just the infrastructure deficit. They're in debt up to their ankles. There's the government debt, 1.3 trillion as of June 30th, 2015. Somebody says that it's actually 2.3 trillion and 1 trillion in pension liability alone, or $76,884 per household. And there's currently 4 million current pension beneficiaries, and a number that continues to grow, which exceeds the total population of 22 states. What's the right number? The taxes and regulations are the 10th highest sales tax in California. This is why California is failing. The California government, there's a lot of weird things. They just passed something where if you're a communist, you can serve the Canada. I mean, there's just a lot of insane stuff going on in Canada. Let's continue with that post. 2854. So it's the Forbes article we just looked at. They know what's best for our country. Pelosi, California rep since 1987. Waters, California rep since 1991. Schiff, California rep since 2001. Feinstein, California rep since 1992. Harris, Liu. Lead by example? California estimates and we saw that was 2.3 trillion in debt. Homelessness population on the rise. Highest tax rates in the country. Undocumented immigrants in California versus nation. Uncontrollable state government spending. If you can't fix your home state, what makes you think you can fix the country? If you are living in one of the 49 states, you should learn from the lesson that is California. If you're living in California, there is always a lesson of how Michigan came to be governed by a more centrist government. Of course, that came from a failure of prior government. For now, however, for all its concern for sustainable foods and products, California is on a high-speed rail to unsustainability. Hashtag facts matter Q.
Hashtag slush funds everywhere.
Hashtag yes. Wow, man, it's crazy. So what will become of them, right? So this is the next post, 2855, Shady. We'll go ahead and we'll look up that Reuters article real quick. It's North Carolina orders a new U.S. House election after tainted vote. Tainted anon vote. Oh, sorry. North Carolina Election Board on Thursday ordered a new election for a U.S. House seat after officials said corruption surrounding absentee ballots tainted the results of the 2018 vote that has embarrassed the Republican Party. So here we go, guys. It's happening. It's starting. So it's become clear that to me that the public's confidence in the 9th District seat general election has been undermined to an extent that a new election is warranted, Harris said on the 4th day of the hearing in Raleigh, the state capital. So stuff to keep your eyes on, guys. This is absolutely crazy stuff. So we're on the Q map again, and that said, 2855 continues. Welcome to the Democrat Party. They will stop at nothing to regain power. Time to adopt voter ID law? Q.
Yes.
Yes. Press 1 if you want voter ID law. Press 1, Anons. Hillary called us Russian bots. That is right. Absolutely right, Pam Richardson. How you guys doing on Periscope? Hello. Thanks for joining us. The Noob Club. Hello. How are you? Tina Hoskins. Love ya. Truth for Freedom's out there. That's shady. If you guys didn't know that, Truth for Freedom is shady. Truth for Freedom on YouTube as well. Don't forget to subscribe over there. Liberty 1111. Hello, hello. She's showing you intheMatrixxx.com. Thank you, Liberty. Denise Morgan. Ones. Look at this. Ones. I think we got a vote here. I think we need to be. Oh, there's Homesteader. Wow. Yes. So Homesteader wanted to let you know that top 200 article drove people to the 866ourvote.org and the left crazy. Be digitally loud, meme, tweet, gab, whatever you have to propagate, right? Tennessee Homesteader, we got intheMatrixxx.com, QArmy social network too. Don't forget that. Hashtag voter ID, hashtag voter ID now, hashtag ID to vote, hashtag no ID, no vote, hashtag demand voter ID now. Tennessee Homesteader, welcome. Thank you, brother. Very good drop here in the YouTube. Thank you very much. Right on, Shady. So we got another one. I'd like to hand it over to you because I'm really having a hard time reading today. Kidding.
You're doing great, man. What are you talking about? We're getting more honed in on the blue check marks out there. If you're not paying attention to the blue check marks, well, they are flopping around about everything, and they're telling you all of these different inside things. Conspiracy theorist Adam Schiff is looking for something new, anticipating a Mueller letdown, writes Kim Strassel. Well, remember, how do all these people know? How does Schiff know? We had Trey Gowdy on Mark Loma yesterday morning, and he literally said, not only did he talk about tribunals, he did, but he also said, where is Adam Schiff's three-eyed raven, where he has, we've interviewed hundreds of people. There's not one piece of paper that can show any type of collusion. Even if collusion isn't illegal, we still can't prove that there was any collusion, much less obstruction of justice. But Adam Schiff is the lone voice. Remember who was, on that last Q post there being pointed out. So that's Kim Strassel also pointing us to the piece here on the New York Opinion about a concise Mueller report would mark the end of the beginning, not the beginning of the end. Okay, well, fake news coming right at you. And then we have our hero, Rob Reiner, decided he wanted to get into this conversation. He's like, from what I understand about the complexities and the opaqueness and length of counterintelligence investigations, I'd be surprised if Mueller was able to uncover the breadth of this conspiracy. More digging will have to be done, but there will be crimes, and we better get to see them. Now, yes, there have been crimes, Mr. Reiner, and yes, we are going to see them. So this is Q Post 2856 from the 22nd. Those three articles saying a soft push of the new narrative. Q says, what happened to the Mueller hype? What happened to the Mueller will take down the POTUS threats? In the kill brackets at John Brennan. Was Mueller the insurance policy, aka the blockade designed to limit, restrict the president's ability to enforce the law? Traitors, bold, in the kill box. New talking points being pushed backing away from Mueller as the savior regarding excuse A, excuse B, excuse C. Why are new investigations by Adam Schiff being started, AS, in the kill box, if, as he stated for almost 2 years, evidence exists that I've seen that ties president to Russia? If they had evidence, do you think it would have leaked? If they had evidence, would they be backing away and playing down the Mueller report about to be released? First, they pushed for a special counsel. Now they claim the special counsel didn't look deep enough. If the special counsel report is classified, how do they know where, who, when, why, and how deep each case? Blankety blank, question mark. If the special counsel report is classified, how do they know the conclusions of the report? Are new investigations designed to be an insurance extension, designed to prevent POTUS from cleaning house, attack on political opponents who are actively conducting leading investigations into the president for XYZ charges beyond Mueller for XYZ reasons, zero evidence to support, obstruction trap, question mark. SDNY, bold in the kill box, Southern District of New York, opening private investigation for the sole purpose of finding a crime, evidence to support it, or evidence presented. Does SDNY report to Attorney General Barr? Watch the news. MW, bold in the kill box, Maxine Waters, opening new investigations into the finances of the president and or his family. Why did Dems state things will calm down if we retake the House prior to the midterm elections? Was their plan to retake the House in order to chair each respective committee in order to start new erroneous investigations in an attempt to retain the blockade, retain the insurance policy, retain the optical illusion that a crime was committed, retain the narrative, retain the Dems base and outrage, retain the Dems base and obstruction, retain the Dems base support to block president's agenda? If you know your opponent's move, what advantages does that present? If you have the truth on your side, what advantages does that present? If you have full control of the U.S. military, what advantages does that present? If you have complete authority to declass, what advantages does that present? If you have the support of the American people and the Patriots, what advantage does that present? Do not trust the fake news media. You are the majority. Mueller to declass, to OIG, to truth, to justice. The Great Awakening. You are the news now. Q. That is more than enough for you to know what is going on here and for your logical mind to be able to figure it out. Don't need a lot more than that. It's pretty simple and pretty direct, I think. And most of you guys out there know that. And even for people who don't know that, that's some simplicity. That is what middle of the road thinking American people who don't ascribe solely to any type of party can understand in clear English, Matrixx.
Absolutely. Yes. And I just wanted to kind of show you this too. This guy, look at, they use the Matrixx all the time in this stuff.
Here we go. Let's red pill.
Let's red pill. Look at these guys. So this is a QAnon of BBC
President
Newsnight, and they love using Matrixx references when they bash us.
He's helped in that
so I think it's wonderful.
Q, a mystery U.S. government insider.
So I just wanted to point you to that, and that's the end of that thread. That's the end of those Q posts today. We are Q. There you go. I'm happy to say that I'm part of Meme Wars, as Ben Davidson of Real SOs says. Eyes open, no fear, stay safe, everyone. Christine Dribbin, thank you. And I love to, there's a lot of great comments. There's Mike Hess. Hey, Mike, what's up? He's also been a great follower and friend as well. There's Melanie as well. I love ghostwriting as a kid. But so here we go. This is the Q post for, we're wrapping that up, Shady, and we're going to move right into 222.
February 22nd.
222. This will be my thread for Friday, February 22nd, 2019. Pepe is proud and has never been more popular and more. Let's go. And then there's the link to intheMatrixxx. There's
Pepe
the red
is
pills.
So proud of you, Anons.
Look at, there's you right there.
Loading them up.
Loading up the red pills. Fire them away. And this was at 4:20 a.m. Oh my God, was I up early or what? Here we go. So this is Q post 2856. I'm going to cruise over to the maps because, again, this is a long one.
That's the one I just read. Step to the next one there.
Interesting. Yeah, so we step to the next one. Okay, so this one too. This is a good one. This is, we thank you for your service, 2857. We thank you for your service, BO. That means board owners, okay? That's the board owner for the Q Research Board. Thank you, 8-Bit. We thank you for your service, volunteers. Those are Q board owner volunteers that help keep the boards running smooth and all issues out. We thank you for your service, bakers. The bakers are the ones that look at the threads that are bred, and they're 751 posts longs, and they're the ones that find out what the notables are and keeps the new thread going and keeps you all in the loop. Thank you, bakers. We thank you for your service, Anons. That's you. That's me. That's us. God bless each and every one of you. Patriots, one and all. Peppy is proud and has never been more popular. Q. Wonderful. Yeah. I love that. So yeah, that's right. That's right. I am on the right post. Okay, and that's the one you read because I didn't look at that stuff. All right, so then here we go. The next Q post, Q post is Q post. Actually, this is okay. So actually, what I did was I put the Stassel, all of their different tweets here. This is Kimberly Strassel. Conspiracy theorist Adam Schiff is looking for something new, anticipating Mueller letdown. Concise Mueller report would mark the end of the beginning, not the beginning of the end, argues Neil Katyal. And then Rob Reiner, Meathead, a.k.a. Whatever, Meathead. That's all I got to say. So that's it. And then that's thank you for your service. Then we're going down to the next one here. Shady, why don't you take that one? Q post 2858.
And this is on the 22nd, 42 minutes past the hour, noon hour, regarding conservatives attacked on UC Berkeley campus. And this is the person who was punched in the face that I was just talking to a second ago. Attacker equals member of local Antifa chapter. Joined April 2018. Facial scans do not hit directly. 2 jumps downstream required. Q. And a little bit of maybe insight into this post. This means that I think this means that we used our NSA capabilities to identify this person. 2 jumps downstream required means that we need to move the information organically to the proper authorities in the district where this gentleman resides.
Absolutely. And so we got that. So that's it. I mean, that was I think that was like you said, Shade. I think that was communications, right?
Yeah.
Then we've got 2859. This is Clark Prasad. QAnon in Delhi, India. Question everything hashtag QAnon hashtag where we go when we go out. Me wearing the Q shirt in Literature Festival. Later questioned as a panel of security experts around deep state. Got an unexpected response. So that is absolutely amazing. Here's the picture right there. You can see the picture right here. I'll put my mouse over it. There's your Q shirt in India, folks. So thank you very much for that, my friend. You're a patriot. Thank you. Then Q says, our reach is a direct threat to their control. Would the largest news companies in the world attack us daily if we weren't a threat to their narrative/control? You attack those who threaten you the most. Q. And that's 2859. And oh, by the way, YouTube, yes, we know that there's Q posts. We will cover them once we get through this. I've kind of looked at them, and they're pretty amazing, guys. So stay the course with us, and we'll get to those as well. Shady. Then we've got Q post 2860. This is like basically the tarmac meeting was planned. Bill offered Loretta a Supreme Court seat if she let Hillary off the hook. You want to go ahead and read the Trump tweets and the Q post?
Yeah, I want to make sure whenever you see the post that Q makes, when he uses a meme, it's good to look at the date whenever the president actually tweeted this. He's not always referring to the president tweeting this right now. We're referring to has the president ever tweeted anything that didn't eventually get proven as true. And so this was on April 15th of last year. Comey throws AG Lynch under the bus. Why can't we all find out what happened on the tarmac in the back of the plane with Wild Bill and Lynch? Was she promised a Supreme Court seat or Attorney General in order to lay off Hillary? No golf and grandkid talk. Give us all a break. And then Q is referring back to a post on February 6th in this meme. Public interest, keep high. Uranium One, FBI informant. A1, DWS, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Pakistan, Intel, Muslim Brotherhood. Tarmac meeting, Supreme Court, Loretta Lynch, deal, Adam Schiff, or AS 187. And then April 15th, or Q, and then April 15th of last year, the same day, okay, same day as the president here, side-by-side graphics are important. To be clear, Loretta Lynch was promised the Supreme Court position of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Coordinated, planned, RBG, big problems. Same day. Now, this was, this is going back last year. This was a Q proof, another Q proof that showed, hey, oh my goodness, we're talking about the same thing here right at the same time. So he drops that meme and then he says, the deal of a lifetime. Tarmac, Killbox, bold, meeting not planned according to Loretta Lynch and Bill Clinton. Security reports indicate United States Secret Service security detail, Bill Clinton, and the FBI security detail, Loretta Lynch, planned for the meeting. Supreme Court Loretta Lynch deal presented by Bill Clinton. What actions did JC take days after? Jim Comey. Less than a week after the Tarmac meeting, Jim Comey announced that the FBI would not recommend an indictment against HRC. Returning to the news? Question mark. So this is that was 2860, and it does lead into 2861, where underneath that whole meme Q post, just another coincidence, we dropped Loretta Lynch was offered a Supreme Court seat on February 6th and backed up by POTUS on April 15th. Enjoy the show. Walking you through this. There is claims that there's a video of this meeting actually out there that Q has alluded to. And then 2862, he gives us the memes. This is the memes that you need to be using, guys. Go to QMap, get these memes, put them out there, put them underneath these people, put them in conversations where you see the TDS is escalated past the fever pitch. Let other people who are making arguments have some ammunition. So these, this is, this meme right here. The second one, hey Loretta, if you can
let me do my Bill voice.
Oh yeah, you do your Bill voice, please. Let's do that.
Hey Loretta, if you can get my wife off the hook for that email thing, there's a Supreme Court seat in it for you.
And what if she loses?
Lose? Are you kidding? We own the media. How could she lose?
Our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case.
Days later. I love it. And then thanks for playing with me, guys.
Memes are important, and that gives you, we were talking about that a minute ago. This gives you a little insight. You can make these you can make these on your own, put them out there. It's amazing. They can't edit you. They all it looks like to them is a picture.
Yeah, maybe that's why they put me on the list, because of my Bill Clinton impression.
I did not inhale.
Right,
I think they were trying to prevent you from doing the Brit Human.
I'm Brit Hume. Listen to me, and we're going to tell you what you need to know, because I'm Brit Hume, and I tell you stuff. There you go, Brit. All right, so this is the I don't know if you guys saw this, and I'm going to try to actually play it as well, because this we take a little break from the Q post. This is Here I'm a Biff, and this is, let me see if we can hear it, Shady.
People asking me if I'm Q. Full disclosure, I am not Q. I am terrible with technology.
I'll ask, what are we talking about? What's the
He knows.
Do you not know about Q? Okay, so Q is on the internet. It is a group or a person that has been writing and predicting what is going to be happening next.
This is that Twitter, down the rabbit hole
Yes.
thing, all the conspiracy things.
Yes, so
Someone with that much time on their hands obviously knows exactly what's going on.
it could be a 16-year-old kid. Just poking fun at us. I don't know.
Yeah, 16-year-old kid. My daughter's not smart enough to do this stuff, nor am I. So that was excellent. That was Sarah Carter in D.C. I hope you guys heard that. Did we hear that, Shady?
Yeah, and I actually tweeted. I made a little tweet underneath her that said this was very diplomatic of you. And then I had a couple responses. People like, oh, well, she should just say. Think about it, guys. We don't want her to just say. The last thing in the world we want is one of the two people that we have credibility with that are bringing hard facts is to the media to get a toehold into discrediting them. So just recognize who's at what level here and what they can what they're doing for this movement. That's Sarah Carter and John Solomon.
Yep, and God bless you, Sarah Carter. Thank you, HIRAME Biff. Thank you for that. And I kind of just made a bunch of little memes here on the we thank you for your service board owner, volunteers, bakers, anons. God bless each and every one of you. This is at Jody Iceman James right here. Be proud, anons, board owners, bakers, autists. That's you guys. That's us. That's all of them. And that was a awesome meme that he did a while back. Then you got this one, woo, QAnon on top of a building with all of our peppies. He's getting more popular. We're having fun. There we are. That's our liberty right there. It's
that
Pepe.
is.
And then obviously I did a full screen one so you can have the red pill blaster too. Pepe the red pill blaster firing those mortars, which are red pills right and left. Thank you, Q. This was awesome too. I don't know if you've seen this, Shady, but this is the real Roseanne. I actually have. She's amazing, and I hope she's listening today. Roseanne, I love you. We actually follow each other. She's tweeted me when Valerie Jarrett attacked her. She retweeted me when Soros and Chelsea Clinton attacked her. I did a whole thread for her on her timeline, and I knew, unfortunately, something bad was going to happen to her, and that's exactly what happened. And she actually, it's called Letting Go of Thoughts, and it almost sounds like she's talking about in the Matrixx. In fact, she says in the Matrixx in the movie. And remember when she talked and compared Valerie Jarrett because of her hairstyle with the Planet of the thing. She's a comedian. That's funny. If it's funny when it's Trump and making fun of her hair, but if it's making fun of Valerie Jarrett's hair, it's not funny. So real Roseanne, we stand behind you 100%. This is my tweet that I did do for her that was stuck on her timeline for about 2 weeks. It's got about 4 million impressions. It's what I learned today, was the hashtag at that time, is that at Chelsea Clinton is not Soros a Nazi. Thank you, real Roseanne. If it wasn't for you, if I weren't there, of course I would. So this is basically our guy Soros admitting. Let's just take a listen.
I would say that that's when my character was made.
In what way?
That one should think ahead, one should understand and anticipate events, and one is threatened. It was a tremendous threat of evil. I mean, it was a very personal experience of evil.
My understanding is that you went out with this protector of yours,
Nazi,
who swore that you were his adopted godson.
Yes.
protection.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right.
I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send lots of people to the psychiatric couch for many, many years.
Psychopath.
Was it difficult?
Not at all. Not at all.
As he smiles.
Maybe as a child you don't see the connection, but it created no problem at all.
No feeling of guilt.
No.
For
No
example,
feeling of guilt.
I'm Jewish, and here I am watching these people go. I could just as easily be there. I should be there. None of that.
Well, of course, I could be on the other side, or I could be the one from whom the thing is being taken away.
But he chose the other side.
But there was no sense that I shouldn't be there, because that was... well, actually, funny way. It's
funny.
Just like in markets.
All right, I can't handle it. All right, so there you go. That's Soros admitting that he helped the Nazis. He was protected by the Nazis, and he confiscated people for the stuff that people and families and friends that he probably knew. Sick man. I just wanted to show you that.
Interesting, because I didn't find it funny or anything like the markets.
No, but he's on the winning side, you see. So yeah. He was actually loving that. And here's the compilation of memes that Q dropped for us. And here's another Q post. We'll go to the next one. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you, and God bless you, Roseanne Barr. I stand behind you. 2863. This is POTUS tweets a link that included a Q drop proof. All right, so a must read by @Kim Strassel. Remember this. We just went over that. Kim Strassel. Conspiracy theorist Adam Schiff is looking for something new. Anticipating a Mueller letdown, writes Kim Stossel, Wall Street Journal article. Why hasn't this been noted yet, Anon says. Trump just tweeted the same link Q started with in Q Post 2856 regarding new narrative. Q proof. Q says, got popcorn? Q.
I keep running out.
Oh my God, I'm not tired. I'm still not tired of
I
popcorn.
am not tired of winning Anons, and I have yet to see a worn out Anon.
I know, right? I love it. So then we've got the truth will always win, and that's what I have faith in. The truth will always win, and the wall. This is the meme. The wall the media is building in America. So you've got America. So you got media on one side and us on the other. There's a wall between us. It's fake news and you are the news. And then Mexico. I mean, they don't care anything about Mexico. They'd rather build the wall against our country called America. And it's just crazy. So then so Donald Trump this is Donald Trump _KAG. That's who tweeted that. Memes, and more memes. The truth will always win. Q. So that is a very good meme because they don't care about the wall. They just want everybody pouring in. And they want us divided right and left. The false paradigm, Shady.
Yeah, man, it's not working. There too many people see the positive change now, and they're questioning and they're paying attention. Like, making up a bunch of stories that turn out to be obviously on their face fake sure does a lot to wake people up.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely. So we're gonna cruise on because we've been on for an hour and 18 minutes. Shady, does it feel like that?
No, it goes by so fast. I enjoy being here amongst these people so much and hanging out with everybody on the in the chat and reading your comments. It's definitely a humbling experience to be here, and it goes by really fast.
Absolutely, and I hope you guys are liking it out on YouTube. We enjoy being here with you. I'm proud of being in the top 200, but don't forget, you guys are not far behind. Keep it up. Patty, right back at you too. Thank you. Periscope people, I hope you're enjoying this. If you guys are liking it, do some hearts. If you guys like it here on YouTube, what do you want to do? 45 in honor of our president. So press 45 if you guys are having fun, and give us some hearts on Periscope if you guys are loving it. We appreciate each and every one of you. We're going on 2 platforms now. Would love to get on Facebook, but I don't have time to do a Facebook group. So if anybody wants to do a Facebook group, let us know. All right, so look at that, Shady. Look at all the 45s. I love it. Thank you. And I recognize a lot of names there. Tony, how are you? Wow, look at these folks. Ray and all right, Linda. Oh man, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. All right, this is a Q. This is Q Post 2866. Shady. Will there be another Air Force One Q0 call sign on POTUS Vietnam trip? So this is a meme that was on back in the when was that, Shady? That was back December 7th. Yeah, December 7th. And what somebody noticed is Air Force One, the call sign was showing Q0. And Q2563 on December 7th responded to this and said, where is the plus on the mobile phone? When dialing, well, the plus is on 0, so Q0, Q plus, POTUS, whoa. Trolling the fake news media is fun. At some point, the Q will be asked. Q. So Q reposted this meme. Q0 means Q plus. You get that? I mean, that's amazing. So, impossible to defend. Vietnam trip coming. Enjoy the show. Q. So, at Storm is Upon Us, Joe M. tweeted, is the Q going to be asked? And I think that we are going to have something soon. He's leaving. Is it today, Shady, or tomorrow? I don't remember.
I think he's already left or getting ready to leave to head over there. Yeah.
Right. So let's keep an eye out. Plane fags. That's what we humbly call our lovely plane watchers. That is not a term of bad. It's a term of good. This is Chan talk. Our plane people, we love them. So Q then says, are we having fun yet? Oh, actually, this little meme here. Antifa hate groups, conservative Q's, conservative U.S. citizen on campus. This is the Berkeley attack. There's the guy's face. So that was a good meme that the Anons did with the Peppy the Frog. I love it. And then this is the Q Plus post, and this is Are We Having Fun Yet? This is the one where the motorcade honk referenced in the QAnon drop 1691. And so Q mentioned that again. Are we having fun yet? The best is yet to come, Anons. And then this is a Got Popcorn flashback. This is 2211, September 19th, 2018. Rod Rosenstein, RR, attempts to stall D-Class and or redact have failed. Got popcorn. Enjoy the show. Q. And that's the QArmy popcorn meme. I love it. And then we've got the Reagan Battalion. This is very amazing. Let me go ahead and just go ahead and grab this tweet real quick. And let's go ahead and listen.
One of the things that I think I learned on my trip, as a socialist, the word socialism does not frighten me, and I think it's probably fair to say that the Nicaraguan government is primarily a socialist government. You may recall way back in, 1961, they invaded Cuba, and everybody was totally convinced that Castro was the worst guy in the world, that all the Cuban people were going to rise up in rebellion against Fidel Castro. They had forgot that he educated their kids, gave them health care, totally transformed the society. But just because Ronald Reagan dislikes these people does not mean to say that the people in their own nations feel the same way.
How do you find the sincerity of Sandinista leaders?
I was impressed. I was impressed by Father.
So that was basically our guy, or not our guy, communist Bernie Sanders in 1985 praising communist Castro regime in Cuba. I got to tell you right now, no thanks, Bernie. And Ronald Reagan was right. You were wrong. You're good. We're good. You move to Cuba. Okay. Take your Audi R6. Yeah. Take your Audi R6, the nice fancy $175,000 Audi. Your 3 homes, and take them and get the heck out of my country. You commie. Thank you, Bernie. So this is Bernie Sanders praising Fidel Castro, and the Fed prosecutors actually dropped the investigation of Sanders' wife. So this is Q's post.
We might want to relook into that.
Yeah, well, and he's got the list there. She was a college person, and she had some. She was running a college, and there was some fraud. So we did look into that a while back. But it's amazing what a person finds out when they simply research. See, the truth is learned; it's never told. All right, research, guys. Praising Castro. Will the next wave of D in the kill box 2020 candidates begin to push the everything will be free reparations for all black Americans, more government control will save us, etc., 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 broken record lines in order to buy con voters, more talk, more claims, no facts, no plan, no details? What happened to Bernie's wife regarding fraud case? It pays to play. The more you know. Q. And moving over, here is the federal prosecutors drop the investigation of Bernie Sanders. There she is, lovely lady. So the U.S. Attorney in Vermont has told Jane Sanders, the wife of Bernie, that the office has completed an investigation related to her stewardship of Burlington College and has decided not to bring charges. Okay, and in 2010, the investigation centered on a land purchase that relocated the college Jane Sanders previously ran to a new campus on more than 32-acre along Lake Champlain, while lining up a $6.7 million loan and additional financing. She told the college trustees and lenders that the college had commitments for millions of dollars in donations that could be used to repay the loan, according to the former trustee state officials. But you know what? That was a lie, and that's called fraud. So you could read that article. Shady or the mods might have already dropped it in there, but that's Bernie Sanders and company. So yes, no thank you, Bernie. Hashtag Bernie 2020. Hashtag Feel the Burn 2020. No. Thank you very much. We're winning bigly. The Teespring shop. There's a picture of the Q sent me shirt. That's a meme that we do. No Matrixxx conditioning on there or labeling on there. It's for you. If you want it, get it. It supports intheMatrixx.com to move to the next level, which we will be doing soon. Then we've got the new the Q here too. Shady. This is 2869. And this is Anonymous says, you can bet Q knew Kraft was on surveillance video. Just when Kraft got all liberal in the fake news. Keck Q. Super Bowl winners. Puppy. and look that up in this sex urban dictionary, Q. So I think I have that in my thread, Shady. We did do that. Here is your... Oh, that's actually the next post, I guess. They looked it up. That's right. We'll just go to the next post. Here we go. This is the next post. This is Kraft, but you knew that already, hence why AS, SDNY, MW are attempting to keep the insurance scheme going post-Mueller. Fear. The fun begins directly after. We will make the Super Bowl look like a puppy show, Q. And that was from 2/20. It was a Wednesday. And there it is. And we'll go over to the Urban Dictionary, and it says a very sexy person who does nothing all day but follow around his or her master in a sexual manner, always happy for pleasure.
Yeah, maybe I definitely saw Matrixxx. A few people out there saying, "Oh, well, is this the black hats attacking people that are friendly with Mr. Trump?" This is this is the Great Awakening. This is going to be part of the hard to swallow thing. There's not going to be a whole bunch of people that you recognize that are immune from what's coming here. And from what I see, Matrixxx, there looks to be a lot of names with this that haven't been exposed.
Yes.
There were 25 put out. One of those was a major player in Carlyle Group, some other people connected to Kellogg, Brown and Root. So lots of things that we all as anons or we all as conspiracy analysts have known for a long time about these people coming out already. So Mr. Kraft is claiming he is innocent, and they are claiming they have him on videotape being a puppy. So,
and apparently there's somebody else too that was higher profile other than him. Speculations that it could be somebody from Amazon, but we're not sure yet. So stay tuned. Future will prove past. And to answer your question, that question that you just asked, Shady, of the people in YouTube and Periscope, DeGenova says sedition, not treason. Is that delineation accurate, or on those who were involved to frame Trump and the American people? Please advise. Sedition, treason, crimes against humanity. Q.
Yep.
This is going to be people folks. This is, these are the stars. They will not be able to walk down the street. Don't follow the stars. We've got so many things that you are going to be surprised. I'm going to be surprised. And 2872 wraps back around where this is page 296 or 294 on the OIG report, guys. This is an actual government document. And it talks about Anthony Weiner sick, unrelated sick, Weiner sick, texting 15-year-old. And then it says initial analysis of laptop, thousands of emails. Then it goes on and says Hillary Clinton Foundation. And it says crime against children. Let that sink in. And the anon says, and children. Hillary Clinton and Foundation, crime against children. Q.
And then also maybe connect that a little bit to the idea of a puppy being a non-mature animal.
That's right. That's right.
So the sickness and the depravity and the evil that we are going to see in the public discussion is something that most Americans have been desensitized to and almost made to think that, all of these rituals, occult stuff, whatever, we stick all this in the movies. It's all just for the movies. But really what they're doing is they're painting a picture of what things really look like in their world and what they're trying to create for us. And you guys are out there standing against that. But this is, this thing going on with Mr. and all these other folks that were arrested. Like I said, I think almost 175 total in this one. I think this was just one location in Florida, and it was in a strip mall. So, what's out there? Look what's going on with the Pope and all the, now he's saying that anyone that criticizes the church is the devil. Well, you project much, so these things are going to be coming out, and these are going to be lots and lots of people. There was been more Hollywood anon releases here within the last couple of days. So things are heating up. Make sure.
Absolutely. And this is the End the Fake News narrative. It's Donald Trump Jr., I believe, right there, along with
Donald Trump Jr. got cued.
Yeah, look at that. Look at all those people that are trying to beat him up and hate what he's saying. Look at that.
They're so anti-Trump.
Patriots have no skin color, folks. All right? That is a beautiful meme. Thank you very much for everybody that's supporting this movement, no matter who you are. All right? And it says, fake news only divides. Divided, you are weak. Together you are strong. Hashtag united, not divided. Where we go one, we go all. Q. Thank you, Q, for that. That's amazing. Thank you, Donald Trump Jr. And if you're not following Donald Trump Jr. on Twitter, he is very active. I try to keep up with him. It's hard to, but amazing, amazing man, amazing support. So the White House is looking into Labor Secretary Alex Acosta's role in Jeffrey Epstein plea deal. This is a Twitter to the AP Politics. How do you feel your admin if majority of those in politics are corrupt, draining the swamp? Q. And that's a very, very good point. How can you do that, Shady? How can if everybody is corrupt, how do you fill your cabinet? Well, you look outside. Maybe Shady can be, maybe you out there in YouTube can run for public office and really love your country and actually do something and not get taken over with the corruption. Shady?
And the president takes it to he takes it to the 4D chess level, and so he decides to bring them into and expose them. So
that's right, and we're here to expose. Absolutely. So here it is, guys. Here's my meme. It's happening. There's our president telling us it's happening. That was a Q posted video at one time, asked us to watch it, and it's happening, guys. It's happening right now, and we are one step closer. And Q post 2875 says one step closer, and yes, this is absolutely awesome because the Trump administration moves to cut off some Planned Parenthood funding up to about $60 million, and it's just the start. We're moving closer. Trump administration moves to cut off the funding for Planned Parenthood. I'm just going to give a clap to that because that is absolutely amazing. Thank you, POTUS.
And I second that.
I second, yes, thank you. And that's, I got 12 more replies. A lot of times when you hit the end, you gotta, because Q was on fire again, and here we go. This is the amazing post, Shady. Hang on one second. Let me take this one if you don't mind. This is Hillary Clinton's status right here. Hillary Clinton actually has this Politico report today. A wide-range disinformation campaign aimed at Democratic 2020 candidates is already underway on social media, with signs that foreign state actors are driving at least some of the activity. Oh my God, Shady, I didn't realize they would find me. My cover is blown. I am as American as they come, guys. Thank you, Hillary. I am real. I did not vote for you, and I never will. Thank you very much for that. Oh, God, look at that picture. Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I just threw up a little.
Oh, I bleach.
Oh, my God. Let me get out of here. All right. So this is 2876. And I want you guys to realize that this goes to the top 200 list. And I want you guys to listen word for word what Q is saying. Not what at Livid 2.0 is saying, not what at Dixie Doodle 12 is saying, not what at Paula C. Blade 001 is saying, not at what any of the douchebags are saying. For those who think this war is fake or we are not considered a major threat, this is a direct attack by Hillary Clinton on Q and pro-POTUS patriots. The article referenced has an embedded link that literally targets pro-POTUS/Q Twitter accounts that have been identified by Clinton deep state as serious threats. Ability to shift the narrative. Twitter has already begun removing targeted accounts, stages, under false pretenses. This war is real. The threat is real. Clinton panic, Clinton fear, Judgment Day coming, Q. Let that sink in, people.
That right there shows you what their plan is, the next level of the plan. They're going to come after the people who can what? Shift the narrative, change the conversation, insert a real discussion, adding logic, thinks for themselves. All of those are directly under attack right now worldwide on every single platform. There is no place where the world is connected on a major platform out there that is not helping this machine grind your free speech to a halt. That is what's going on. That is why you're frustrated. That is why so many people have joined this conversation about Q, is because we're tired of it. We were tired of it before. We're tired of you people putting this stuff up in our face. We're tired of claiming that our world is doom and gloom and disaster. And, we're all going to die because of, what the deep state's going to do behind the scenes and how the global bankers control us. This is about over, everyone. I think that everybody could be on the same page if we've about had enough of this. And your voice matters, and I can't stress it enough. Your voice matters. You're speaking up matters. You're making a tweet matters. Making a video where you speak truth to power matters. Saying something to your friend matters. Talking to your mother, it matters. Speaking to your brothers and siblings, it matters. Facts matter. Logic, think for yourself. I can't drive it home anymore. The emotion of this reality can be tempered from you, but it is real in us. It's all in us. The anger is real because we are Americans and we paid for these platforms and we put our lives on the line and our families fought for decades for freedom. And now you're sitting here telling me that you're going to control what I can say and who can hear what I say.
And you're going to dox me and my family and my children, and you're going to promulgate the dox, and you're going to keep going. And now the Clinton and the deep state has me on a list and I'm now targeted. Well, I put those people on notice that I just mentioned. Thank you very much. If anything happens to me and my family, I swear to God. All right, so here we go, Shady Man. Very well said. I don't know if you guys really understand the levity of the situation.
Well, they don't. And the people out there that are screaming and retweeting and doing all of this stuff have no idea. They're either directly working for them or they are so off target and naive. This is a big part. I mean, maybe I'm off base by saying this, but it's part of what I feel like why we were pointed to this information and this list and you being on this list and all these other patriots. We're getting ready to go over talking about what I'm referencing here in just a second. I'm getting a little ahead maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean, because it's true. I am Jeffrey Peterson. They have doxed me. If anything happens to me, you all know who to blame. And it goes all the way up to Clinton and the deep state. Okay? This is not funny. This is not a game. We are dealing with child predators, and my children have been doxxed. Do you understand that? And I'm on the list of the top 200 most effective. Thank God. I'm honored to be here. I'm surprised I'm here, but I'm here. So I don't understand. I want you guys to understand. I just can't tell you enough. And then Q just says disregard any spelling and all other errors on the move. This is the link. It's the IWR AI Voter Fraud Index. It says link embedded in article, Crooked Hillary. So let's go over to this. The 200, who are they? Evolving Influence, full report. Well, let's look at some of these people here. We see to run the race, she's already gone, I believe, or he's already gone. Look right here, guys. Here I am. There I am. And they know my identity now, thanks to a bunch of deep state shills. And anybody going along with it can just unfollow me now. I'm done with it. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. All right? So these are the people on the list. There are 200 here. Tennessee Homesteader over on Gab has a bunch of good posts there. We the People, Insider 1776 is doing a good report. I've already done a good report with 412 Anon over there and Cali Conservative. But this is what it is. It's all fake data, voter fraud. It's all just junk and nice little bells and whistles. But it does go into it pretty deeply. We might go a little more extensive into this later. Maybe we'll have Homesteader on and some other people. Stay tuned for that. But I just really want you guys to understand the levity of this situation and the gravity of it. This is no joke. So this is the tools of prevention online. So when Q means the tools of prevention, ICANN is the DNA of the internet. Okay, it is where you go to twitter.com or intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. That uses a domain name system that talks in zeros and ones to computers. We talk English, they talk in numbers, right? So this is how they resolve your twitter.com or intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. If these people, ICANN calls for full DNSSEC deployment, promotes community collaboration to protect the internet. Protect means censor. These people are not good people. people. We need to this is who basically Obama handed the internet over to. It's a not-for-profit. It was formed in 1998 as a benefit corporation with community participants from all over the world. Well, I'm American. I don't care about all over the world. I do want freedom all over the world, don't get me wrong. But I care about my country and the truth getting out here, and I'm targeted to be censored. And so are you. Again, remember, this list just is the top 200. It's not just... It goes longer, guys. I'm sure it goes into millions. All right? Shady, you want to insert anything on that before we go to the next one?
Well, I've got a link right here. I wanted to... I'm just going to drop this link. I want you guys to just take a view down this link of the members of this committee. Just get a look at them. Look where they're from. See if you trust these people controlling your ability of what you can and cannot see on the internet. And I'll let that speak for itself.
Absolutely. Yeah, did you drop it in there, Shady?
I did.
Okay, I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to find it, but I can't see it for whatever reason. Otherwise, I'd show it to you. That's so weird.
Right here.
There you are. I got it. Here it is. I'm going to go to it right now. Here we go. This is what
just scroll
Shady
down
just
that.
dropped.
It wouldn't hurt for people to just see, right here.
So this is Damon Ashcraft. That name sounds familiar. That family name, doesn't it? Let's look at Cheryl Miller, Chair-elect. Zaid Jamil, Associate Chair, Committee Member Acosta. It's amazing how that name keeps coming up everywhere. Nadira Al-Araj, Elaine Bidron. That sounds pretty French, doesn't it? Jonathan Cohen, Intellectual Property Constituency.
All these two of the telecommunications backgrounds connected.
Yeah, APC,
and,
right?
And they look a little bit more like mob people to me than they do telecommunications people.
They look like NPCs.
Oh, hi, I'm Ole Jacobson.
I mean, look at these people, guys. These are the people that are going to tell you what you can and cannot see.
These are the people that control what sites can be up and what cannot be up on the internet.
That's right.
That's what Q's trying to tell us. Look at what 44 signed over. Look who's in control of it now. Look what Bill Clinton did. Bill Clinton signed over all the national parks and
Telecommunications Act.
Yep. So it's like, think about this, everyone. We've got to be loud. We built the internet with taxpayer money, and then we're going to hand it over. We built the Panama Canal, and then we handed it over to the Chinese. All of these different things seem really, really calculated, not really, really dumb.
That's right. And there's another picture of me on this stupid thing. Again, for those who think this war is fake, this is not a game. And in fact, I was talking to Shady and the people in Patriots United. Remember when we were asking who's behind the veil of these useful idiots that keep attacking us? And who would want us to stop talking? And Q answered. And that basically, I believe, is the next post here, Shady. This is all of the Twitter accounts. And I'm going to go all the way up and just show you this. This is list 1 of 1. This is 2880. This is a public service announcement, targeted, direct purge. Here's the political story that we went over. Here's the Hillary Clinton status, and here's the link with the IWR.ai. And here are the target accounts. Here they are. There they are. Every single one of these people have been queued. Every single one of these people have been queued.
And noted as a patriot that are on the wall for you with their social media account.
That's right. Exercising their freedom of speech.
Against a powerful elite that wants to crush us.
That's right. So that's that's the one right there. I think I'm in the other one here. I think I'm in this one. I can't remember. Let me just double check. Here's some more. There's Thomas 1774 Payne, excuse me. There's a lot of people that I've noticed in here, but there's a lot of people that I didn't know. But this is a great follow list, guys. Tweet it out. This is the train you need to be on, not some hijack train that you're going to be hijacked into a room. All right, so this is what Q says. Patriots, you have been selected as threats and falsely labeled as foreign disinfo agents, although they attempt to disguise at the bottom is not all. This is an attempt to target and remove by false pretense all threatening voices, elimination of free speech to prevent loss of control. These actions are now being monitored and would strongly encourage forwarding this information to the appropriate members of Congress, Senate, and the media. We believe this is a test run to effectively silence the opposition while testing the potential media backlash and or official response. This attempt to remove silence fascism, those who oppose their view narrative, should further demonstrate their resolve to control the message/narrative, win at any cost. Q. Again, look at all these people, Shady.
Patriots.
Every single one. Not P-A-Y-Triots. Patriots. Okay?
Like I said, people that have put their livelihoods on the line to speak up for the president or to speak up for Q or to speak up for both.
That's right. So we're going into the eyes here. Look at right here. No joke. Okay, guys? All right, so that's that post, Shady. We go up to the next one. I think are we going into the next? Yeah, because this was the February 22nd. Is that still the 22nd? Yeah, still the 22nd. So this is Q post 2882, and they are scared and desperate, Anon says. Q reposted this post from 2/14, Valentine's Day, on a Thursday. And it says, more importantly, why is the Washington Post leading the attacks versus Q? Who owns the Washington Post? Who funds Amazon? Clowns! Who targeted NSA regarding SURV surveillance, expose, prevent, pre-Uranium 1/Iran? Why are we attacked daily by the largest news companies in the world? On the move. Use caution. High follower count targeting to direct deep in narrative mob as method to remove Q. Now, these people said, I'm the high targeted following, whatever, to direct it. No, I am directing Q's narrative, not directed. I'm transmitting Q's narrative from Q board to Twitter, to you, to YouTube. I don't have a different narrative. I have the same narrative. I'm Q all the way. I'm POTUS all the way. And this says, coincidence, days after this post, we have everything. Q. They're scared and desperate, Shady.
And it's showing.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. This is not a joke, folks. This is not a joke. And I was working actually with Tennessee Homesteader in this one, and this is the project could not have happened without the hard work and brilliant insights. This is from that AI link, iwr.ai, and this project could not have happened without the hard work and brilliant insights of these individuals and organizations. We are so grateful for their contributions to this research that we felt it was so important to share. George King, enemy of the people. Michelle Graffiti, enemy of the people. IV.ai, enemy of the people. San Diego Supercomputer Center's Data Science Hub at the University of California, San Diego, and Dave Kraftstow, enemy of the people. Primary authors of this report are Zach Verdin, Brett Hovroth, and Alicia Serrani, enemy of the people. To go deeper below, you'll find further analysis and multidimensional visualizations of the voter fraud networks and evolving influence, and a detailed exploration of our methodology in the report. Sincerely, Guardians AI. Guardians.ai. And I'm like, what?
What? Okay.
Q post 2624, Guardians of the Intelligence. I just don't know if that's a coincidence or not. I'm sure it is. But this is a direct targeted purge, people. Every single one of those people on the list. And again, read that over and over and over if you have any question about anybody on that list. Okay? They are scared, desperate. We just went over that one. And if anybody needs me, if Twitter deletes me, here's where I'll be. I've got the direct link right there to the QArmy social network. Okay? So that's where I'll be if you need me. And I'll get another account. I'm not going to give up. They're not going to silence me. I won't go down. I do have a Gab account. I will share that with you all later. But this is the QArmy social network right here. and this is where I'll be. Okay, guys? And there's a lot of people already there. And this is for our backups. So be safe out there, guys. Okay? So this is another one, Shady. This is February 22. This is remove control from government and provide to California, who controls California, significant risk cover control. ICANN news announcement. Why would Hussein transfer the U.S. government control to a specific nonprofit? All your answers are here in these documents right here. Q has actually been doing a wonderful job helping us dig, essentially, because I think there's a lot new eyes, Shady, and more will be coming.
Yeah, and some of this stuff is in the research, but going back over a year and a half worth of breads to find it is a little cumbersome. So it's great that Q is dropping these things, and this is a reference to what I was actually talking about just a minute ago, of us giving the internet keys over to this company being California. Then Q just previously was telling us about the corruption in California. And now we know, through this digging of the connections from California to North Korea, the connections to China. So, look who's got your internet keys. And, now all of a sudden they're able to spot accounts that are making a real difference in the people conversation that isn't being affected by the AI conversation, that's actually taking the narrative back from the AI conversation. And that is what they mean by these accounts are effective. That means that people are putting content out in a way where it can be absorbed and taken in, and then your mind be changed from the opinion you previously held.
There's 340 billion unique addresses, right? And this is kind of what we were kind of trying to show you before. This is the domain name resolvers. There's 13 root servers, the TLD child name servers, gigapops, and network access points. So that it goes to fiber, to gigabit. It resolves Pacific Bell, California, Matrixxx, Chicago, MCI, Washington, D.C., Sprint, New York, WorldCom, USA, Linux, London. These are all pops. These are all the big pops that help bring everybody together. So Pacific Bell can talk to Ameritech. Ameritech can talk to MCI. MCI can talk to Sprint. They're all big hubs, if you will. And if these domain name servers and resolvers go down, they can't find Facebook.com. They can't find anything.com. And that kind of goes to, I really want to just quickly show you something too that I found interesting on this. Let me just, while I'm doing that, Shady, if you want to talk about this real quick, I'm going to just find a Q post real quick, okay?
Okay. This, what the past administration did with this whole thing is kind of unnerving. And in this one drop here, he goes into the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. So, University of LA, University of Stanford, University of California, and Santa Barbara, University of Utah, coordinated effort, a control effort to do just that. Everything that they were doing with the Clintons, State Department, setting up through the Obamas. They never thought she would lose, right? So if they never thought she would lose, then this would you would not know this information. You wouldn't be aware of this. They could simply do what? Well, they could take your site down, boom, gone. It disappears. Nobody really talks about it. We can erase anybody on Twitter talking about it, or we can literally take your Facebook page and make it disappear, or because you make a comment, make you appear this way. Also, just to maybe throw in for a second, he may be ready there, but to just let you guys in on a little bit of more info, especially those joining us here on YouTube. They are going to start a program of censoring YouTube channels because of people's commentary. So please keep it clean out there and recognize that you are endangering the channel if you're using language out there.
Yeah, and I hate to censor, but they're using it against us. So, just stay the course, Anons. We love you. We love your comments. We try to read each and every one. But please, keep it clean. I appreciate that. So we're talking about domain name resolvers. There's 13 root servers. And that actually brought us to the DNA of the internet question, where we have these. Remember we said the owls, this could have multiple meanings as well. So these could be your domain name servers, okay? There's 13 of them, but we've got 12 of them here, but there could be another one, right? But what I noticed too, when I looked at IANA, which is a domain server that runs the host servers. Hot 4 is the University of Maryland, and this Hot 4 term, it has a code here, right? 8373, this code right there. I found that interesting because that's the University of Maryland. Could that be serving Washington, D.C.? And that one would be up should the internet go away. And Hot 7, core, tax, JV, whatever, 293Z, that actually is the Department of Defense server, the 7th one in IANA's server. So could be something, could not be something, we don't know. But I thought that was interesting when you look at, what's the DNA of the server. So posts can have multiple meanings. I get that. This is a theory. But I just wanted to share that with you guys quickly. Maybe the Anons can dig on that a little bit for us too. All right, so that's all I wanted to say about that, Shady. Again, who's the news now? You guys are the news now. Thank you guys very much. And that does get us to 224. Shady, we're almost 2 hours into it. YouTube, how are we doing? Do we stay? Do we go? Do we come back in a little bit later? What do you guys want to do? Press 1 to stay, 2 to come back a little later. What do you think, Shady?
It looks like we've got a couple have come. One Q post since we went on the air, so yeah. It's up to you. We have a couple here we could go over, or we could save them for tomorrow. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I think we got to get. I think we got to get legit here, up to date. I say keep going. Let's do it. Let's keep going. Right. How many people we got out there on YouTube right now? 799 watching. You can always watch it later. Let's keep going. Let's just go. Let's just bang through this thread. Let's see. You know what? What do you guys want to do? I don't see any comments. Did I lose anything? Are people?
They want us to stay.
Hang through this thread. They do. Oh, there I am.
They do.
Oh, I see a lot of ones. All right, we're gonna keep going. Just because Sweet Pea said, and Scott Bryant,
John Bishop.
Yep. Mike Hess says one.
Jeff O'Brien, Hitchhiker, Patty. They all want us to stay. Spud says stay.
All right. Oh, Spud says stay. Oh, well then it's done.
Spud said stay. Mud Duck said stay.
Mud Duck stay. Oh, well, Mud Duck, you rock, brother, too. We got to keep going. Prof Q says stay. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't even see them all. All I see is ones. All right, so we're gonna keep going, Shady. I love you guys. We much love to you all, man. I tell you. And we'll do. I've got another thread that we'll do later, but this was gonna be my thread for yesterday, the 24th of February. It was Sunday, February 24th, 2019. They never thought Crooked Hillary would lose. Let's go. Obviously intheMatrixxx.com with 3 X's. Get over there. This is one of the articles that Hillary had, and I really liked it because there's them voting, Hillary and whoever with their red shoes on. They must be pedophiles. Projection much. QAnon post. So I really liked it because again we have the Matrix reference. It's everywhere. Everywhere. So that's why I kind of like this. I'm a little partial to The Matrix. Great movie. If you haven't watched it with your new eyes that you have now, go back and watch it again. It's amazing. All right, and then we're going to just go into Q post 2885. Shady, read this one for us. This is a Q+. Did I lose you, Shady? I might have lost Shady. All right, so this is Q+. Can you guys still hear me out there? Let me see. You guys can still Matrix analogies. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. They thought Crooked Hillary would never lose. So many disastrous mistakes made. Returning power to the people. Q+. So as we went over earlier, the Q plus 0. What's 0 on the operator? It's a plus. Q+. POTUS's Air Force One. I don't know, guys. Q+ just was talking to you. They never thought Crooked Hillary would lose. So many disastrous mistakes made. Returning power to you guys, the people. Q+. Then, Bill Maher is loud and fearful because POTUS is taking out the pedophiles and human traffickers. And that is a fact. And we've got Kid Love Productions. Paula loves children. It just reminds me of that, guys. I'm sorry. Bill Maher, I am Swiss. Bill Maher. So production company, this is it. But with this is a bunch of memes that Q had reposted here. Bill Maher, but with Deborah Lavav screwing her I just can't read them, guys. You guys go ahead and read them. Those who are the loudest, Q. I want to cruise back over to my thread, and I want you guys to watch this from Kid Love Productions. Check this out.
Well, here we are, Donnie. What's it going to be now? I still want my 1523.
I guess the only thing left to do is to kill you. Bulldoze the Ambassador Hotel and build the tallest, ugliest skyscraper in L.A. with you entombed in a cement foundation.
You bastard. You'd gridlock Wilshire Boulevard, wouldn't you?
I wanted to beat you, Elmo. Beat you at your own game. But if that means I have to kill you, well, so be it.
No, you can't. I love him. No!
Not the sausage, you fool! You'll blow us all up!
That's the idea, Donnie. Shoot me and we'll all go. Come on, get back! Ollie, in the corner!
No, Elmo. Let's negotiate this. I'm a master negotiator.
You still don't get it. All I want is my 1523.
No, never! You can have the palace. You can have the plaza. You can even have the Taj Mahal. But never will I give you your 1523!
Here we are, Donnie. What's it going to be now? We'll do it your way. But this is for Vince and the kid.
No sound, volume is gone. I got it. All right, so this is, again, that was Bill Maher Productions. We'll just keep going forward. This is the problem according to the Clintons. It's the top 200 lists, right? They want them gone. Then the solution according to the Clintons is the illusion of choice, where 6 media giants own 90% of what you see, hear, and read every day. All right, so Q alert. Shady, I got you back now, right? I heard a doorbell. Shady's internet went down, so I'm just going to keep continuing to go because we're almost done here. Ask yourself a simple question. Donald Trump tweets 2887. Donald Trump says, "I have instructed Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and he fully agrees not to allow Hoda Muthana back into the country." Ask yourself a simple question, Q says. Should a woman who travels to Syria to support and encourage jihad against the West deserve to live? Ask yourself a simpler question. If brainwashed by ISIS terrorists, her husband and other close proximity fighters, could this same woman be tasked and trained to carry out a terrorist act upon return? Why did ISIS launch a social media campaign designed to attract US/UK and other foreign nationals to join their cause? Logical thinking. Q. And I want to just make a statement about these foreign people that they've joined their cause. If you look at some of this Discord drama, there's a lot of Australians. There's Scottish people, English people, and nothing against those people, but why are the leaders of the attacks on me actual foreign agents, and they're calling me a foreign agent, right? So just ask yourself that question. Then I thought this was interesting too. Sarah Carter said, Americans will remember this come 2020. Bill Maher thinks too highly of himself. He, like the left's elite celebrities, are narcissistic socialists who think they know what's best for our nation. Remember this, America. They rely on you to fill their wallets. Just say no. And that was a Megyn Kelly tweet which says, Bill Maher attacks the red state voters as dumb, poor, and jealous of blue staters. This will be just fine with the extreme left wing who is support all diversity except that which is ideological. So Sarah Carter, wonderful tweet. Thank you very much. And 8 minutes later, Q posts 2886, the one we just went over. Coincidence, I'm sure. Sarah, wonderful. Thank you. Let's look at our Q post that we just got today. I actually kind of took a peek at it and I threw up a little bit. Let me reset this. Here we go. So it is a new title. It's 2888. Let me just, 2888. So basically this is Patton Oswalt, who isn't targeted on Twitter, who is still talking and tweeting. The angry @tweets from my hammer-toed followers opened up my eyes. Pedophobe. Shaming hurts us all. I am a proud pedophile. Are you frickin' kidding me? And that was from 7/9/2013. Patton Oswalt goes on to say, my something is super friendly and loves getting, I just can't, you guys read it, career-ending Twitter typos. Oh my God. So anyways, who will be the next to fall post-Weinstein? Big name coming. Nobody is safe. Dark to light. These people are sick. Q. God bless you, Q. God bless America. Wow. Amazing. This has been an amazing show, everybody. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your time with us. Remember, this can be caught on the replay. Remember, we might be having a show tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to try to keep that time frame going. I see Trinity has the phone up. We all know what that means because we need to get out of this matrix. I can't wait to turn my kill brackets outside and reverse so we can be out of the matrix. Here we go, guys. Thank you very much. And don't forget, Wednesday, we will be on Red State Radio with Tori Says, Red State Radio, talkradio.com/Tori, T-O-R-E, 12 to 2 p.m. So no show that day on the Matrixxx Grooove Hour. This has been Matrixxx for the Matrixxx Grooove Hour. On behalf of Shady, much love to you. Let's get out of here. Let's show this. Here we go. Out of the Matrix. There we go, guys. Much love. Thank you. Where we go one, we go all. In the Matrix, 3x.com. Thank you.